Hello guys, uh, today I'm going to show you what physics is and what nature is and what is the relation between nature and physics, how they relate with nature. So if you do not have any idea about physics and the relationship between physics and nature, so uh, I recommend you to see this video and to learn a lot of things about the nature and physics. As I stated in my previous lesson, physics is a branch of natural science that studies about the fundamental laws of nature. What are these fundamental laws of nature? This is what I'm going to show you. There are 12 universal laws of nature in the universe or in life. The first one is the law of divine oneness. This law states that everything is connected through creation and everything is made up of energy and matter. Physical world is nothing more than a series of potential connections or quantum. This is the law of divine oneness. And every single atom inside you is connected in some way or shape or form to the rest of the universe you move through. As quantum physics also says, every single atom inside of you is connected with everything in some way or shape or form to the rest of the universe that you are moving through. So we can manifest everything or things or many or through the power of uh, your creation or through the power of your mind. So you are connected with everything in the universe. You are connected with everything with the universe because of the atoms inside you, because of the energy inside you, because of the the connectivity with your mind. So using your mind, you can manifest things or many or love or anything that surrounds you. And the second one is the law of vibration. This law of vibration states that everything has a unique vibration or frequency. Everything in the universe, in nature, everything in life, every single atoms or every single objects in this universe have their own unique vibration or frequency. Nothing rests, everything moves, everything vibrates with their own frequency. So uh, I I am moving with my frequency, and you also moving from using your frequency. So you have a unique frequency, and I have a unique frequency in this universe. So everything has their own unique frequency to do something or to live through the universe or in the universe. Quantum physics, everything that means every atom or object or living things is in constant motion and vibrating at a specific frequency. So this physics studies about the vibrational frequency of objects or the vibrational frequency of matters in the universe. So each particle in this universe is made up of energy and it is moving uh, constantly. And whenever you perceive someone else's emotion or whenever you become conscious of your own feelings, what you actually feel in that motion is a vibrational energy. So this is the second law of nature. And the third law of nature in this universe or in the universe is the law of attraction. The law of attraction. And this law of attraction states that positive or negative thoughts, positive or negative thoughts, bring positive or negative experiences into your personal life. If you have a negative thought, then you will bring a negative experiences in your life. If you have a positive thought, then you will bring a positive experiences in your life. So quantum physics offers a probability explanation for the feasibility of this law. One of the founding fathers of quantum physics and a Nobel Prize winner, Max Planck, once said, all matter originates and exists only by virtue of a force which brings the particles of an atom to a vibration and holds this most minute solar system of the atom together. We must assume behind this force the existence of a conscious and intelligent mind. This mind is the matrix of all matter. This mind is the matrix of all matter. So, this law states that the attractions of forces or the attractions of in your life or in nature, you can attract everything around you through the power of your mind, through the power of your conscious mind. So you are just like a magnet. So you attract everything, like the earth attracts objects from that falls to it, as in such a way or in similar way you can also attract things or matters or objects around living around you in the universe. So, physics is one of the fundamental courses that studies about the law of attraction in this way. If you have a positive, you will attract the positive things, thoughts in your mind. The, the other fundamental law of nature is the law of correspondence. The law of correspondence. This law states that your inner world will determine what manifests in your outer world. Your inner world, your energy inside you, determines what you can do in the outer world or in your surrounding. The principles that are without or reality reflects our within or the thoughts or the feelings or the emotions. What I am doing in my outer world determines or reflects what my thought is and what my feelings is and what my emotions is. So this is as above, so below. This law is known as the law of correspondence. So in physics, the correspondence principle states that the behavior of a systems described by a theory of quantum mechanics reproduces a classical physics in the limits of large quantum numbers. Large quantum numbers. So we study the law of correspondence or the fundamental law of nature of correspondence by physics or by quantum mechanics and classical physics. So this is one of the major areas of physics to study. And the other law is the law of action. The law of action. This law states that you must take an action to get results. So in order to get results, in order to get something different from your previous experience, or in order to get something, you have to take an action. Actionable steps to invite what we want into our life. This is the law of action. This is all about physics. The other law is the law of cause and effect. The law of cause and effect. This this law of cause and effect studies that every action will have a reaction, good or bad, whatever. What you put out there may not come back to you at that moment. But that vibration, that energy you put out there has a ripple effect to your life, a ripple effect to your life. So what you have put in one person or in one object, then you will be affected by that action or by that uh, energy or vibration to your life back to your life. So if you are coming from a place of anger, for example, if you are coming from a place of anger, if you put that energy out there, you will eventually be affected by as a result. So you will be affected by that energy that you put out there for something. So this law is known as the law of cause and effect. In physics, it studies about all about this, the law of motion. For example, Newton's third law of motion, cause and effect, action and reaction. That is, this is the law of physics actually. So physics studies about this fundamental law of nature, and the other law is the law of the law of compensation. The law of compensation. This law of compensation states that you will be compensated based on what you give. If you give large, you will compensate large. If you do large, you will compensate large. If you work hard, then you will compensate better. So what you compensate is based on what you give. This relates with the law of attraction and the law of correspondence. This is very related with these two laws, these two fundamental laws. The other law is the law of perpetual transmutation energy. This law states that energy is always in motion and changing forms. Energy is always in motion and changing forms. Energy can neither create it nor destroy it. It will not destroy it and it will not create it. It is just making a motion and changing its form. So still it changes from one state to another, and everything in the universe is an energy that is in constant motion. So you can tap into this energy and transform it into anything that you desire. The universe is made up of energy, so you can tap it to this energy, and you can transform the energy to what you want to be. So you have an energy to change, you have an energy to do something, or you have an energy to create something, because the energy is inside you and the energy is inside the universe that you are living. So that means you have to take an action using this energy. If you use this energy to take actions, then you will get changes, or you will get the reactions, the positive reactions. Then according to those reactions or those actions, then you will be compensated. That is the law of energy, I mean the law of nature says. So physics studies about this all. Other law is known as the law of relativity. The law of relativity. This law states that everything in this universe is relative. Everything in this universe is relative. What you see, what you do, and what you think, and what you are also, and how you act, and your mindset is also everything relative. If I say that it is bad, so I have seen the good things, so I'm just comparing it. And also it warm or cold, I'm just comparing still. And also rich or poor, I'm just comparing. If I'm say that he's a poor man, then I have seen the rich man. I have seen the rich man. How you relate to other is how you determine what it is. So think your life is going bad, for example. Think your life is going bad. Maybe that is because you are comparing with others. You are comparing yourself to those that have more than you. So this is relativity. So this is all about physics at the end of the day. Physics studies about relativity, that is Einstein's law. So everything in this universe or in this nature is all relative or relative. And the other law is the law of polarity. The law of polarity. This law states that everything has an opposite on the same continent. Everything has an opposite. If I say it is bad, there will be a good. If I say that north, there is a south, and east, there is a west. Everything has an opposite in this universe. There are opposites in all things, right and left, up and down, success and failure, good or bad, rich or poor, north and south, east or west, boy or girl, day or night, cold or hot, etc. So still it is about physics. Physics. The polarity of things. The polarity of things. So physics studies strongly about this law, that is the law of polarity. The law of polarity. The other law is the law of rhythm. The law of rhythm. This law states that nothing is permanent. Nothing is permanent. This law is the process of moving in and out of various phases in life. You born and you die. The law of relativity represents the need to be challenging or the need to be challenged. Then the law of rhythm is the timing when these challenges phase in or phase out of our lives. When we have to change or when we have to do something, this is the timing, because nothing is permanent. Nothing is permanent. It's about all the changing. And the other law is the law of gender. The law of gender. This is an interesting law of nature. This is an interesting law of nature, and that studies energy balance between feminine and masculine. So both masculine and feminine energy should be balanced to have a wonderful world, by the way. To have to create something, or they require a balance of those energies. This is about an energy, not about the sex. It's about the energy of feminine and masculine. Feminine and masculine. This is the fundamental law and interesting law of nature. That is the balance of energy between feminine and masculine. So, in order to create something, there should be a balance of energy between feminine and masculine. If there is no balance of energy between this, then the created thing will be something worst. So this status that we all have the potential to express both feminine and masculine energy, because both can be found inside of us. I can express those energies. I have a feminine energy and also a masculine energy. I can feel those energies inside me. I have the potential to express it inside me. What I have to do is I have to balance those two energies. I have to balance those two energies. Masculine energy is based, based in knowledge, or it is based in knowledge. It is application, it is action, it is logic, it is practicality, it is stability, and it's about focus. It is visionary. It's also a clarity. But out of balance, out of balance can take the form of control and also anger and also conflict in out of balance. So this is all about masculine. So I have these energies inside me. Feminine energy is also based on knowing. It is initiations. It is creativity, passion, nurturing, authentic, open, flowing, and dynamic. It is also vulnerable and weakened personal power, out of balance, when it is out of balance. So I have those two energies in my life. I have the energies of masculine and the energies of feminine in my life. So it is all about physics, that is gender physics. So this is all about today. And if you need any clarity about these laws, any explanation about in detail about these laws, you are welcome to comment under the comment bar. And thank you very much.